What's going on, everybody? We have another war video for you today. We are on war number 3. We are facing 211. And my team today, I'm going to be calling it the Hulk Trinity. You heard it here first, guys. Hulk Trinity. It's going to be Red Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, and She-Hulk. So why this team? Well, I'm going to be using Red Hulk and Gladiator Hulk in my fights, but I'm going to bring in She-Hulk for synergy, which gives Red Hulk +2 attack for each charge. So I guess that's up to 20 attack. And Smash on Gladiator Hulk gets +15% attack. So synergy champ, but hey, we're going to give it a try. I'm going to be running Path 9 today in Section 1 and Section 2. I love Path 9 in Section 1 with Red Hulk. And I love even more that they gave me 2 Mystics to beat up on. So here we go. First up, we have Clairvoyant. And again, this node has Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison, which I'm going to be able to gain charges off of those debuffs when I purify them. And I'm going to absolutely wreck this Clairvoyant. A lot of fun. I love it when Red Hulk gets these kind of fights, because he just completely smashes them and the fight is over. So great start to the war so far. The next fight's going to be a little more challenging. I mean, it can't get any easier than that, right? The difference in this node is that it still has the hazard shift, but also has resistor. And, you know, Juggernaut's a little more tanky too, and have to deal with unstoppables. And also, he is a stubborn defender, so I mean I have to deal with the indestructibles, so not you know, perfectly easy fight, but Red Hulk's still going to do pretty well in this situation. He's gaining his charges, you know, nullifying the poisons, nullifying the incinerates. The only problem is we're dealing with the unstoppables, the power focus 1, and the indestructibles. That's basically it. Little more dancing around. Can't just go full speed ahead on this fight, but I mean, really, not much to it. I'll let you take a look. Once we get this special 3 done, the Incinerate's just going to melt him as long as I don't give him indestructible, and he's just going to die. So another pretty good fight here. Get through Section 1 with very little health lost. So let's head on up to Section 2. For Section 2, we're going to stay right on Path 9. We're going to take a right. Skip over this Killmonger. There we go. We're going to head over to Magic, and this is going to be one of my Gladiator Hulk fights. This is Window of Opportunity Stun. I am not allowed to, you know, stun this opponent, or I shouldn't stun this opponent, I guess. So it's just going to be blocking, no parrying, and, you know, not trying to, you know, deal too much damage to her while she's in limbo. This, you know, just kind of wasted hits and all that stuff. But the great thing about Gladiator Hulk, or Hulk Ragnarok, whatever you want to call him, is he can put up with the limbo and not take very much damage from it. Very few champs can do that. So it's just one of those things that, you know, it's good to have this Hulk guy around every once in a while. It's not a node you can bring in Quake for, so, you know, really good option for Magic in a lot of situations. I do have this beautiful R2 Hulk here, and kind of get to put him to use a little bit. Haven't gotten to do that very much, but enjoyed it in this war, I should say. And that's going to be it. So nice fight there for Hulk. And going to move on here up to this man thing. Kind of an ongoing debate on should you take off the parry mastery on this fight? You or should just, trust yourself not to parry the opponent. It's kind of interesting thought process, because if you take down parry, you have to also remove dexterity. You won't get anything on that tree, so I opt to just not parry and be very conscious of when I'm blocking. Sometimes I guess that can be easier said than done. I do know last war I did have an issue with that in the corner, so staying out of the corner, probably a good idea. Again, here I'm dealing with a defensive opponent, so stubborn applies. Just got to keep an eye on those indestructibles. Red Hulk's charges are up to 7. Obviously the higher I can get his charges up, the quicker this guy's going to get down. And he's starting to feel it right now. Another Purify up to 10 charges, so he's just going to melt as soon as I can deal some hits to him. There we go. Alright, could have ended on a special. I did not, but there it is. That's the end of the fight. Another good fight. So I got through my section 2 fights pretty good. Health was pretty good. I did use a couple potions here for mini boss island, because I do have this mojo on the healing node. Kind of an interesting node here, and twice in a row we've seen mojo on this node. So I'm gonna give it a try with Gladiator Hulk. And the reason for that is because he's not going to be affected by Mojo's degen. So, I mean, that's half the battle right there, because that's where, all of his damage comes from. Paying some attention to the prompts that he has, but honestly, I don't care as much. I'm just trying to, control the fight as much as possible. If I can avoid performing one of the tasks on there, I'm going to do so, but I'm not worried about the degen so much, so I'm just trying to, get through the fight. Alright, he's going to be just a big stinker here. He doesn't want to throw his special one. I want him to throw his special one, but he doesn't want to throw it, so he gets me into the corner. I'm getting a little concerned here, so I want to get out of the corner, build up the special 2. Then I realize, you know what, Dap, you throw an invulnerability boost here. What are you doing? Just pound this guy. If he wants to hit you with his special 3, let him hit you with the special 3. What's it gonna do? Nothing. I had invulnerability boost in overflow, so you know what? Why not put it on for these 2 mini boss fights? Got myself in the corner. I was like, you know what? No, not on my watch. So that was pretty much the only danger I got into there. He didn't want to throw that special one, so without an invulnerability boost, it might have got a little sketchy there, but I had it, so I used it, and that was all she wrote. Pretty good counter for this fight. Had very little issues, just that one, and got through it pretty good. Alright, one more fight, and I'm going to go in with Red Hulk here, just because it's a Red Hulk node. Again, Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison. Not necessarily a Red Hulk Defender that you want to face, but definitely a Red Hulk node. So, why not go in? It's his, it's his bread and butter. So I still have the invulnerability boost on for this fight. Obviously, I know that in the back of my head, and probably a good thing, because I made a couple of mistakes in this fight, and hopefully it doesn't cost me, because I've had a pretty good war up to here, and really don't want to die. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, he gets special 2 here. I just decide, you know what, just gonna block the darn thing, and a lot of power. He's getting a lot of power. I haven't fought Argus a lot without Doom, so it's definitely an interesting fight. Take a heavy there. I was like, you know what, you heavy me, I smash you. Love that. Pound, pound. Yeah. So still have the invulnerability boost on. Still have at least I think it's one more. So gonna take his special 3 and enjoy it I say, is that all you got? Because that ain't hurting me. No way, no how. And he's incinerating, and he's dead. So, got through it. Got through the war. No deaths, 6 fights, 2 mini-bosses. Moving up here, watching Pete go for this this boss here that we died to last war. He's going in with Ghost, and I'll tell you what, Ghost seems to be the answer. I'm sure he'll post the video. But this was a solo by Pete. I'm just watching it. Let's get it down. Come on. And there it is. Nice job, Panda Man Pete. That is a wrap. We did win this war. We had a pretty good war overall. Thank you to 211 for being good opponents. We'll see you guys back here for the next war, and everybody, have a great day.